Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my class. I am Anvesha Sahu, and today's lecture is on Introduction to Business Communication. So, what is business communication? Business communication includes each time a company or an employee interact with his employees are involved in an exchange of information. So, suppose both the parties, a group of people or two people talking to each other in a corporate environment, in a professional environment, is known as business communication. This type of communication typically include either in person or face-to-face conversation. However, it also include one-sided communication too. For example, advertisement, some kind of promotional messages that the company want to provide to its consumers. For example, a business internal and external communication include when employees communicate with each other. For example, when management and employees discuss ideas or strategies in a conference room, in a kind of meeting setup for discussing about their strategies, their upcoming events, their upcoming business problem, upcoming solutions. So that is one kind of a communication. Another is when employees and customers interact. For example, a salesperson, when selling their product to a customer, when they interact about the benefit of the product, the utility of the product, how the product will function, or what will be the product feature after sale service. So that is also one kind of business communication. Another one is when a company releases a new product. So when a new product being launched into the market, the company generally discuss or starts discussing about how they will launch the product or when they will launch the product, why they are launching the product, what is the benefit of the product. So they want to release some product features or some product element or some kind of promotions to the customer. Another one is when a business launches a marketing or advertising campaign. So suppose there is a lakhs and lakhs of people watching advertisement every day. So the ads we see, ads we view in the television or in any form, that is also a type of communication, because through advertisement we are getting information. We are getting information about the product, about the service, or any information that is like we want, we can search it on a website. So all the information we are getting from any kind of leaflet, website, advertisement, all comes under business communication. Moving forward, why is this communication important? This communication is important because it allows a company not only to disseminate information and crucial operation details within the organization, but also share resources and promotional messaging with the consumers. Effective communication can help an organization achieve its goal, mission, vision, foster positive relationship with its employees, and reach more members of its target audience. So creating a positive environment, reaching out to consumers, all this is important for business communication. Many internal tasks such as manufacturing, payroll, and marketing involve communication. So it is essential for employees to feel confident expressing their ideas and options in the workplace. For example, in a company there are many departments that work together. So if each department communicate among themselves in an effective and efficient way, then the work process, the workflow gets very easy, and there is a chance of less making errors. So that is the reason business communication is so important in our day-to-day activities. Moving forward, what are the types of business communication? So there are two primary types of business communication. First is internal communication and the second is external communication. What is internal communication? Internal communication is when employees are able to share information effectively and ideas with one another within their team members or within the organization. So it can also improve. So what it helps, like its advantages, it can improve company wide organization and productivity. Of course, there are three primary types of internal communication, and they are: first is upward communication, second is downward communication, and third is lateral communication. So what is upward communication? Upward communication is professionals share information up the chain of the command from an employee to someone higher in the company's hierarchy. So I'm repeating again: professionals, when, or the company people, the whoever is at the head of the position, who gives command to the rest of the employees about their daily activity, daily task, or any kind of task that will be circulated among the company, among the employees. So this is called upward communication. The communication or the command will reach from top level management to the mid or the supervisor level. For example, this includes surveys, feedback forms, and question answers in meetings. So like all this information will help the upper management to decide on the strategies that will help in the upcoming business performances. Next come downward communication. Downward communication is when professionals share information down the chain of the command for an executive or more superior employees to employees lower in the company hierarchy. So what is this? Like the top management now sharing the information to his immediate subordinate. The subordinate will share the information to his immediate subordinate. So the information will flow hierarchically from the managers to the other employees. For example, this includes company-wide emails, instant message announcement from a manager to their teams, and department newsletter. Suppose there is an immediate requirement, the team manager will immediately share the information either through message or a group email. So this kind of communication is called downward communication. Next is lateral communication. What is lateral communication? Professionals share information with individuals or similar level within a business. So, what is this? Why it is so important? Like, apart from upward and downward communication, lateral communication is required for transparency about communication at the top level of an organization, which leads to the result in improved employee trust. For example, lateral communication include emails between people in different departments and manager to manager chat about their teams. So suppose the marketing teams will email message, the marketing team manager will email or discuss in chat box to the research and development team about how they are going to execute like a business plan or a sale. So each department managers, when they communicate among themselves, so to keep a transparency among the levels of the organization and the managers, that kind of communication we generally call lateral communication. This is the most important communication because it creates a team bonding, team trust. It develops a team trust issues, and everyone knows all the information which is very important to execute any kind of meeting or sales or any kind of activities. Moving forward, what is external communication? External communication includes interaction between employees and customers, as well as any kind of distribution of information to external stakeholders, vendors, clients, governments, and general public. So we all know that a company cannot run alone. So a company needs external agencies or external factors too. So all the external stakeholders, vendors, clients, government policies, general public issue, legal issues. So every other external department, there is someone who communicate on behalf of the company. So this kind of communication is known as external communication. So proper and accurate external communication for business depend on the organization and effectiveness of a company's internal communication. So external communication for business includes, for example, conversation of with employees. External communication is a business uses include discussion employees have with clients where they allow to consumer to share their ideas, express their concerns, and develop positive professional relationship with the organization. So what do we mean actually? Conversation with employees. So when employees converse with the external uh, agencies or external vendors regarding the business or how the consumers are behaving with their product or how they are feeling about the product, or they are taking or they are actually collecting information about their concern and develop positive professional relationship for the organization that helps in profit maximization in the later phase of time. Sorry. Next is meeting. What are meetings? Organizations may host different kind of meeting. So meetings can happen both internal as well as external. Meetings within the organization, meetings within different kinds of departments within the teams, and meetings can also happen externally with external clients, groups to review contracts, discuss production operations, and complete projects. So a project, for example, in a big companies, a big project doesn't happen always within their own employees. Few parts of the project is being executed by different third party and a third party group of people. So meetings organized between these third party are known as external communication. Next is mass communication. What is mass communication? Companies may use a variety of resources such as social media marketing and television advertisement to reach a huge number of people who the company thinks is their target group of consumers. And what is the motive of the company? The motive of the company is just to motivate them about the product or or to complete an action, such as the most important action the company want is to make a purchase. That's it. If a customer is making a purchase, the company is earning profit. So that is the first and foremost action the company needs from its consumers. So, what are the methods of communication for business? There are mainly four standard method of communication that a company use. For example, verbal communication. What is verbal communication? Verbal communication is the use of language to transfer information through speaking or sign language. Includes active listening. So, it is a communication where language is being exchanged among two different group of people, either through words or either through signs or actions. So this is called verbal communication. Examples of verbal communication in workplace include virtual meeting, that is meeting through online platforms or phone calls, or in-person conversation. Suppose there is a group of people attending meeting in a meeting room with their manager, or virtually they are attending meeting in some platform like I am teaching here, or through phone calls. Okay, so next is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication, by that term, we are understanding that use of gestures, facial expressions, and other non-verbal cues. There will be no words in this kind of communication. For example, if the manager asking you something, and whether you are saying yes or no, you are just nodding your head. So this is one kind of non-verbal communication. Or for example, you are just accepting the fact of your manager by just giving a smile. Okay. Or you are annoyed, so you will just do like you will just give a facial expression explaining that you are not okay with the decision, or you are just crossing your arms like this, or you are just nodding like this. So all such kind of cues that are being used in the corporate culture to accept or non-acceptance of any kind of messages or information or statement is can be fall under non-verbal communication. The third type is written communication. So organizations may deliver written communication through print or digital media. What is that? Examples include emails, letters, memos, reports, and other documentation that clients read to learn about a brand, or materials that employees share with each other to relay important information. So what is that? Organization, now there is a important decision made by the organization. The organization needs to circulate the information immediately to all, each and every department, and to all the employees. So what they will do, they will definitely circulate an email among all the members of the employees, or they will issue memo, they will give reports, or the organization have come up with a change in policy, so they will attach the full policy detail along with the mail, and they will mail it across over the employees or each branches of the organization. So this is called written communication, where the company wants to deliver some information to each and every people, or maybe some particular department. So what they do, they share information through a process, through email, memo, report, notices, and then they come up and they come up with the decision that each and every element or the changes that they have made, that should be circulated among each of the employees. So that is called in a written communication. Next is visual communication. What is visual communication? Visual communication is the use of images and graphics to convey information. So companies typically use virtual alongside verbal or written communication to provide helpful context or clarification. So what can be the visual communication type? They include charts, maps, infographics, and videos. So sometimes something visual is more rememberable and more attractive to each and every employees. So a company, if they want to share some information on regular basis, they want to change some new rules, they want to implement rules among the employees. So what they can do, they can create a chart and stick on each of the walls of the company. So maybe do in front of the elevator, in front of the escalator, in front of all the desk of the employees, they will create, they will stick the chart, and by visually employees will able to understand or remember what the company wants to communicate with them. So visual communication is very effective way of communication, where the employees get to see what kind of changes, what kind of information the company wants to provide them for their benefit. Okay. Next, moving forward is examples of communication businesses. So there are many different kinds of communication that companies use to improve their overall productivity. So there are few important examples. For example, number one is advertisement, live chats, intranet, social media accounts, and website. We have all heard these names, but we'll go one by one with the explanation. So first one is very important, that is advertisement. What is advertisement? Every day we are seeing lakhs and lakhs of companies are rising up, and we as a consumer are getting bombarded with advertisement. But why do advertisement happen? Companies may use advertisement to communicate with potential consumers and share their target products or services with the target audience. So why the company needs to share their information, their product to the target audience? So just there is only one action they want, that the consumers should have proper education about the products they are selling, and they will end up purchasing that product. So external example include television or streaming video advertisement, marketing campaigns with social media influencers, and sponsored content distributed by publisher. So if like the platform we use, social media like Instagram, Facebook, whatever we are thinking, whatever we are searching, we get to see different kinds of such products, or such companies are getting streaming whenever we are scrolling up or down in our social media platform. Why? Because they want to give their information to us, and since we are interested in those kind of information, we are able to see. So this is the beauty of advertisement. Whenever we like some product or something, we get to see those in digital platform. So this happens on like today in the world of digital market. So we are able to see such kind of thing. So this is a kind of communication the company is trying to establish among its target audience about their product. Another is advertisement may showcase the features of an item or benefit consumers may yield from purchasing it. So a demo of a product being videoed in a very short period of time, and it is being showcased while we are searching something, or while we are into different actions on the platform, we are able to see such kind of videos of maybe 10 second, 20 second, so that the company is showing the utility or the usage of that product, so that it gets easier, we get attracted and purchase it. Next is live chat. What is live chat? Live chat is many companies use live chat as an aspect of their customer service feature. Suppose I am searching a product, and there is a chat box. You will find either any of the side of the page of the website, that do you want to ask something? So that is called live chat. Whenever I'm asking a question, somebody or some AI tool or someone is replying on behalf of the company. Sorry. So it allows consumers to contact the organization via a website or text message, and receives instant response to their questions and concerns. For example, consumers may use live chat to find out how to make a return or check the status of their order. So if you use HDFC Bank online platform, you will see there is a chat box in the right hand side of corner of your page, and there is a prompt called ask Eva. So if you ask that person or that lady, how do I return my check, or how do I deposit my money, or how do I use this features on online internet banking, there is a quick and immediate response from the other side. So internal members of the company may also use live chat software to message each other. That is called within Intra. I want to message one of my colleague who sits maybe on the 14th floor, and I'm sitting on the second floor. So it is like, rather than wasting time going up to that person asking something, I'll definitely uh, do do a messaging in the internal member group of the company, and there will be a quick response as a live chat, because the software that is being used in this kind of live chat is very fast and efficient. So they may use this kind of features to prepare for a meeting, ask their supervisor a question, or share their ideas for strategic development. Suppose there are four teams working on the same project and each of the teams sits in different locations. So how they manage or how they coordinate among themselves, they will use such kind of live chat system. Okay, understood. So moving forward, next is the intranet. Intranet is website or portal employees can access to share and enter information to other professionals within the company. So this technology can help foster communication among staff member and allow them to send message, create content for the business, share documents and collaborate. So professionals may also use intranet to manage tasks and share projects update to ensure all team members meet their required deadline. So this is of the most safest and safest platform or website the companies like to use, because through intranet no information gets leaked out to the outside world and all the information remain within the company network. So this technology is being used all over the world to foster communication among within the employee, within the team and within the organization structure. Next is social media account. We all know that social media has played a very crucial role in effective communication. People like wherever the person is sitting in whichever corner of the world, if he or she now wants to connect with anyone in any place, they can do through social media accounts. So companies may develop and use social media account to share promotional and material and information with members of their target audience. Suppose I want to purchase a perfume from France, I can easily contact the shop or the store of France. I can ask them, I can make purchase and they will deliver me the product within a stipulated time through a kind of logistic services they are using. So they may create social media content to share details about an upcoming event or sale to motivate consumers to complete an action, such as purchasing a product or buying an event ticket. So there may be event, and for event, that event manager has circulated a social media ad advertisement, and people are purchasing it. Why? Because they are able to see it. For example, companies also give promotions through social media, that if you purchase two items, the third item is absolutely free. So what people do, suppose I don't have time visiting the store and purchase the money, I purchase the product, but I can do it through online, because through this social media account is giving me information. Also, business may also use social media to improve brand recognition. Yes, of course, like I am loyal to a particular brand, or there is a product that is coming up new into the market, and I am the kind of innovator. So by seeing the product, what I can do, I can purchase it. Or I as a consumer, I love to purchase always Louis Philippe products. So my brand recognition will increase. Or the Louis Philippe, if they constantly give promotion or they give advertisement or they give messages on behalf of the company, I as a brand loyal customer will always have the tendency to buy. I will not forget about that brand. So brand recognition is uh, providing information or coming in front of the consumer, like continuously through advertisement, so that the consumers build a positive perception about that company. or about that particular brand, that this brand is nice, it is giving offers, it is sharing information, they are doing CSR activities. So whatever you do, you come up in the social media in front of your consumers, so that the consumers get develops a feeling for you, gets affected towards your brand or towards your product, and you remain in the heart of the consumers for a longer period of time. Next is websites. Websites are vital tool for companies and organization to sell product, because to authenticate your company, you should have a website to show all the information to the consumers, because it gives positiveness among the consumer interaction. For example, a well designed website or a well designed web page about the company culture and benefits can help attract potential future employees. For example, a website can also help potential clients learn more about a specific product or services the company offers, so that they can make an informed purchase. So if I get every information on a web page, and if your company website is properly maintained and all the informations are there, consumers are not facing any kind of issue in getting information, understanding your product, then you are almost done to reach to the consumers. People will accept you, people will feel positivity about your company, as well as the employees working in the company or the future employees who wants to join to our company, they will feel positivity among themselves, and they will also feel attract about working in this company culture. So, business tips for communication. Most companies already engage in communication simply by existing. So, what are some important features to advance and improve an organization communication? Maybe make information easy to access. Whatever you are writing in the web page or whatever you are telling to the customer, it should be easy to understand by all. The process shouldn't be complicated enough so that the customer lose interest about your product. Next is prioritize two-way feedback. If you are asking a customer to give you after sales feedback, you should also get back to them telling what are the features you are adding on, or why you are not satisfied, or what is the problem. So it should be two-way. One person is giving you constant feedback, you should also thank them, just a thank you for your feedback, or how are you liking the product. You should give a cold call, like on a interval of time. Third is use modern communication method. So there are many communication methods coming up these days, so use modern, don't stick to age old method and think that the companies will respond to your to your businesses. So, uh, as I said, make information easy to access, make your website easy to navigate, and list all pertinent information that a customer may want to know about your company and product. Internally, it is important to make sure that employees can easily access the information they require to perform their job duties with ease. So, you also like likewise you are thinking that your customer should also be easy, be happy about your information. Likewise, your information should be easy enough so that your internal employees will also be able to access the data when and where they require. Then only your your company positivity, productivity will increase. And like I said, prioritize two-way feedback, allowing employees and consumers to contact the company easily with their concern or question in an effective way to improve internal and external communication. This can make consumers and staff members feel like the organization cares about their options and takes their preferences and requests seriously. Use of modern communication method, staying up to date with the latest communication technology such as social media can help a company reach a variety of members of their target audience. Also, social media is helping to cater along within your own country and going outside of your own country, collecting information, targeting different audience from outside your local area. Organization may also rely on tools like direct messaging, video calls to improve communication with remote and long distance employees. So, like communication is not just a expression, a feeling. It is something we are being beyond a two-way communication. If I am sitting here and I want to ask information sitting maybe in the western world, I can easily communicate with that person through the platform. So these kind of platform helps a better communication, a better information sharing, and helps in effective way of doing business. So business are now not are nowadays not only stick to a, a region. It is going beyond our imagination. We are now planning. We are now in the advanced level of AI. We are now able to streamline whatever we are going to do. We are thinking much ahead of everything. So each of the different category, each companies, each industries, they're thinking about communicating beyond their countries, beyond their people, and they are actually constantly working every day on their communication skill, so more of the target consumers will able to reach out to them and their sales will increase, so ultimately getting a maximum profit, and they can serve the purpose. So today we have just discussed the overall view of the types of communication and what are the benefits of the types of communication. So I'll end today. So today is the end of the session. Next class will continue with some different aspects of communication. Thank you so much. Thank you.